Do you ever wonder what the ultimate Chamber of Secrets finale could look like? Let me tell you. This is episode 8, the finale of season 2. Ginny's trapped under the diary's control. Tom Riddle revealed as Voldemort, and the basilisk lurking beneath the shadows. The book gave us terror, suspense, and emotional depth. The movies gave us spectacle and action. My vision, HBO must combine the two. Slow burning horror, tension, character-driven drama, and moments of pure emotional depth. And here's a sneak peek. Stay tuned. One of my favorite moments I can't wait for HBO to nail. Fawkes swooping down, blinding the basilisk and giving Harry just enough chance to survive. That iconic shot, when paired with Ginny's relief and Harry holding the sword of Gryffindor. Goosebumps, right? If you've been following this series with me, I'm building my vision episode by episode, and if you're just joining, make sure to check out season 1 binge cut and the episodes before this one. We're on the finale now. The link is in the description and the pinned comments. And of course, if you enjoy what I'm doing, drop a like on this video. It gives me a clue to know what I'm doing is resonating with you and you're enjoying it, so I can carry on doing more of it. Harry enters alone. Cold air, dripping water, shadows stretching across the walls, bones litter everywhere, ancient dread. The book slows it down. The movie rushed this part. HBO can stretch it out now, I think. The camera lingers, sounds of skittering echoes, every shadow a threat. Maybe hear Ginny's chains rattling in the background, showing her quiet struggle. This tension and horror combined could make this epic. One of the other ones I'd like to see more on is Tom Riddle's reveal. Riddle speaks to Harry. Calm, sinister, manipulative. He taunts Harry, explaining how he's using Ginny and tests his courage. I think HBO should linger here. Close-ups on Riddle, showing Harry's fear and determination. Maybe Ginny scribbles a hidden warning, showing her resistance. It builds tense emotion and suspense. We need more depth here, which the movie kind of lacks in this scene, I think. But the books made it unforgettable. There's a lot more detail there we can play on. Then the basilisk emerges, ever so terrifying, deliberately staged, slowed down. In the book we get Fawkes blinding the basilisk. Harry strikes with the sword. When the movie is very like quick, snap. I don't know if it was too action led. There's more emotion there we could play on. So slow cinematic shots from HBO's perspective can be quite good here. Maybe light use of some CGI or some type of animatronics to get this across. Tension rising, every hiss, Fawkes, tears, heal, power. Like there's loads of little dotted things that come to mind when I think of this scene. Ginny's watching along to see what's happening. The fight's happened. Harry's hurt. The eye drops heal, but a bit of view from Ginny's perspective of what she felt in that moment, even though she wasn't really with it. And at the same time, this is where Harry's stabbing the diary. Riddle screams and fades away, and Ginny's kind of coming back to it to show she survives. HBO can linger in this moment, I think, definitely, because we want to see Ginny's recovery. Because a key thing that I was thinking at the time was, because she was possessed in a way, when she comes back, will she be the same? Will there still be elements of Voldemort, Tom Riddle's power clutching at her to use her for future? The stakes are key, emotional stakes are key in this. It isn't just like an action scene, it's a courage, it's friendship and love to triumph over evil magic. So we need all of that portrayed. It's a tough deal, HBO. I know you're going to have a hard time doing it, but we need that in this to make it stand out from the movies and a bit closer to the books, because that made a fond memory. I think fans really remember the nostalgia hit on this, because the book does the suspense, the horror and emotional victory, and in the movie is like a CGI quick thrills spectacle. And HBO can manage this and merge it to a level which was previously not met. So maybe considering the book, the movie, and bringing it in a way that truly resonates but never fully seen on screen before. And I think the aftermath after all of this was really interesting as well. For me, I enjoyed watching Dumbledore's reactions. Back at Hogwarts, Dumbledore speaks with Harry calmly, wise. He kind of sets the tone. So we had an exciting segment, and then it brings you back down to the safety and the brilliance of Hogwarts. Dumbledore highlights to Harry how brave he was, and also how he was able to pull out a sword from Dumbledore's Gryffindor, the Gryffindor's sword, and also highlighting if he was to pull out the Gryffindor sword, he was definitely a Gryffindor. So that cuts that doubt in Harry's mind that he was thinking about, should I be a Slytherin? Because if he was some part Slytherin, he wouldn't be able to take that sword out, which only is Gryffindor's sword. And I like the fact that there's hints there of future danger. And I think HBO can emphasize this fact now, because there's quite a lot of danger there, and it shows that Harry's no longer a boy now. He's a symbol of hope and resilience, but the fight against darkness, that still continues. And then that famous Dobby scene as well with the sock. There's loads here we can play on. It's limited how much I can fit into these episodes, but if you're really enjoying these with me, make sure to like so I know you enjoy these episodes, and let's carry on. The movie gave us massive underground hall with stone serpents, and it looked cool. The giant Slytherin statue doesn't get talked about much, but it's quite a big focus there. The book describes the chamber as almost endless, with carvings and statues that made it feel ancient and cursed. HBO has the budget and time to make this a true gothic masterpiece. Dark pools of water, flickering torchlight, giant shadows cast by the serpent statues. Think more Game of Thrones meets horror fantasy. And here's like a nostalgia kick for you. So Tom Riddle's reveal in the movie, it's quick. He writes his name in fire and says he's Voldemort. But in the book, Riddle toys with this a bit more. He toys with Harry. He talks about Ginny pouring his soul into the diary, and how he manipulated her, and how he enjoyed every minute of it. That's the darker edge HBO needs to lean on. Imagine a young Tom Riddle played with real charisma and menace. He's handsome, calm, even charming in his appearance, but underneath there's this chilling cruelty. And then there's the basilisk. The movie gave us like a fun monster fight, but the book makes it a truly terrifying predator. The idea of not being able to look at it directly in the eye is cinematic gold. HBO could show Harry navigating reflections, shadows, even water ripples to avoid its gaze, creating a constant tension. Every second could feel like life or death. But I think there is one moment that is done well in the book. Fawkes and the Sorting Hat. In the films, it's almost played lighthearted. Bird blinds, monster, sword appears. But in the book, it's a moment of pure faith. Harry is alone, dying, begging for help, and the hat delivers Gryffindor's sword. HBO could slow this down, draw out the silence, and make it feel like the single bravest moment of his life. And it's important not to forget the aftermath. In the movie, Ginny wakes up, everyone hugs, and we're done. But in the book, there's more pain and guilt. Ginny is broken, terrified of expulsion, and Harry reassures her with a maturity beyond his years. This is where HBO has a chance to finally give Ginny depth, showing her trauma and bravery side by side, which builds her up as a stronger character for the future seasons. My HBO's vision shot, Tom Riddle fading back into smoke as the diary is destroyed, his screams echoing in the chamber, and Ginny collapses into Harry's arms. Torchlight flickering and the basilisk's corpse looming in the background. That's the kind of ending that gives fans the chills and makes them hit replay. I really want to hear from you. Did you enjoy the slow pace of the book, the detail, or the fast-paced action from the film? If HBO adapts this, what can't they miss out? Let me know in the comments, or on X, I'm at Wondatell on X. I'm already working on season 3, by the way, which adapts The Prisoner of Azkaban. I don't know how many episodes HBO is going to be making for that. Bigger book, so you might have more episodes. HBO tends to, we've got 8 episodes the first 2 seasons each. But if you want me to continue making these, let me know in the comments. Comment Muggle Visions so I know you made it to the end of this episode. And I'm putting together a binge-worthy episode. All of season 1 is already out, so you can watch all of that in one hit every 8 episodes. I'm going to do another one of those for this current season, season 2, when I put all 8 episodes together. So if you're out and about, put your headphones on, you can listen to this, enjoy it. And if you want each episode, you can watch it that way. So you can do it in smaller chunks or whatever you prefer. You can check the next one here. See you there.